Before we get started, I just wanted to show you all, give a shout out to Dirt's Dudes, Toys, Crafts, and More. He's the guy that I did the collaboration with before with the Funtime Freddy, where he drew it. This is his sculpture version of it, and I just wanted to show like a side-by-side picture. Sorry it's so small, but this is just a screenshot from where he sent it to me on Instagram. But I just wanted to show you all his lovely Funtime Freddy, which he has a tutorial on his YouTube channel. And go and check it out. Dirt's Dudes, Toys, Crafts, and More.
Hello YouTube, it's Ticky's Trinkets here, and today I have for you a new tutorial. This is my one-of-a-kind, succulent-inspired polymer clay bunny rabbit sculpture. This is, like I said, my own design. So this tutorial is like take with a grain of salt. I wanted to do something that I enjoyed instead of just doing fan art, doing my own art for once. But I also needed a video for this week, so yeah, you get a little of my own art. But, you know, you could change the colors of the succulents up. You can change the mica powders up. You can change the type of this and that. Change up the color schemes. Change up the diamond eyes. You know what I mean? Change things up. Make it your own. Don't just copy mine. But, yeah, just to kind of, like, do a little highlight reel. Gonna twirl her around nice and pretty. You can see the mica powder. The orange mica powder brushed on her tail and the blue on her little nubby thighs. It's just lightly, like right here and on the ears, lightly brushed with mica powder. The cheeks on her face are also brushed with blue mica powder. If you can see that, it's kind of hard to see. But yeah, you'll see everything about that in the tutorial. Well, I just show it after it's done, but you know, you don't have to put mica powder where I put it. You don't even have to use mica powder if you don't have it. This was just my preference. You could use soft pastels, you could use paint, you could use nothing at all. Just do the succulents and the bunny. It's all up to you. Alright, this is going on long enough, so let's get into the tutorial. Bye-bye!
Alright, to start out this tutorial, you're going to need the following clay colors. I've just lined them all up. Some are Primo, some are Sculpey. The green is Primo. You're going to take the Primo Granite color, is what I'm going to call it, and you're going to go ahead and roll out this many balls. Make sure the body one is the largest, the head's the second largest, and the rest are all about the same, really small. First, you're going to take the largest one that we're going to make the body out of. I just set them to the side so you can see which one I'm working on. Just go ahead and roll that into a teardrop shape. To make sure it's nice and flat on the top and the bottom, just press it against your working surface with your finger, not too hard. You don't want to squish it and kill it. Next, you're going to take this little piece right here. This is going to be the bunny's tail. And you're just going to also roll this into a teardrop shape like we did with the other one. But you know, a teeny tiny teardrop. Then you're going to cut off the pointed tip to make it kind of at an angle, kind of like a slope. And then you're going to take the bunny's body and you're going to put this on the back side of the bunny, kind of lining it in the center. I used my cutting board to help me find where the center of the body was. This helped out a lot, trust me. Next, you're going to take these two balls that I'm pointing out with my index and my middle finger, and you're just going to use your hand or your fingers and press them down gently. Very gently press them down. You don't want to squish them like I said before. And they're going to be kind of rounded. Kind of use the palm of your hand so they'll stay kind of rounded. And these are going to be the bunny's thighs, is what I'm going to call it. They're little fluffy thighs. And next, we're going to make his little feetsies. So we're going to take these two teeny balls of clay right here. And you're just going to do the same thing like we did before. You're going to roll these into teardrop shapes, as so. With more so rounded edges on the end like that. And then you're going to take your fingers and press them down kind of gently, but not too firmly. And then using your X-Acto knife to cut the tootsies in, or your dotting tool, whatever you use to indent with. And then just slide those underneath the thigh pieces. Now we got the whole bottom section done. Next we're going to do the head. So we're going to take the second largest ball of clay. Sorry, my throat's really dry today. Then you're just going to put it in the palm of your hand, kind of pressing down with your finger, rolling it back and forth. As you can see what I'm talking about, it's indented, but it still stays rounded on the back if you put it in the palm of your hand. Just hold it very gently and press very gently. Next, I put a piece of metal and glue on the end of it. That way it would go ahead and go down in and stay in. Then I put the head in, angle the head however you want. You know, this is completely interpreted by you because this is my own art, but it's like a reference. Next, you're going to take these next 2 balls of clay, and you're going to roll these out into thin teardrop shapes with more so pointed edges at the end. These are going to be his arms. Then you're going to cut off the tips at a slight bias so they're flat so they'll glue to the body more easily. Then indent with your blade or your tool to make the little fingers. And then I've started doing this where I use the rounded dotting tool, the small dotting tool that comes with the standard Sculpey kit, to make it where his hands are more bent so he can hold things. As you can see here, I went ahead and glued the arms to his body and angled the hands how I wanted them. Yes, I'm using a different type of glue, by the way. I wanted to try this one out again. Next, you're going to take the last 2 small balls of clay, and you're going to roll these out into pointed teardrops. Allergies are real, people. Then you're going to roll them out flat with your rolling pin or your X-Acto blade or whatever. And then you're going to cut the tips off, making them flat. Make sure they're not too thin because you're going to have to stick metal inside of the ears to make sure they're structurally sound. Then go ahead and stick the metal in and then use glue to make them more sound, or liquid Sculpey. It's whatever you prefer. Next, we're going to take this pretty primo reddish color. I forgot what it's called. You don't have to roll out this many balls. I actually ended up cutting all these balls in half, so maybe cut these in half and make them a lot smaller. Take the largest one, though, and go ahead and press down with your little dotting tool to make, like, a bowl is what I'm going to call it. See, it's like a bowl, kind of. Then just start taking every little piece and rolling them into teardrops and pressing them flat to make little petals. Then sticking the round sides towards the center and pointing the pointed sides out, we're going to start making the first succulent. And then just add more leaves by adding more little dots. Put glue in the center to kind of make it dry and hold together better. I pressed down to make it where I could put more petals in because I didn't want just that many petals. Keep pressing if you need more room. Then I added more petals, as you can see here. Then once I was done adding the petals, then I went on ahead and added the glue, just to make it more sound, like I said. Then I took this and I went on ahead and glued it to his hands. I mean her hands. This one's supposed to be a girl, and I keep calling it a he. Because I'm smart like that. Then I just took this green color and we're going to make a cactus, plural. Now you learned something. And you're just going to roll out little balls, however many you fill. I don't think I used all of these. Then you're just going to roll them in the teardrop shapes, and then the round edges on all of them, just cut them and make them flat, as you can see right here. And these are going to be like the sticking up kind of cactus. You could do whatever type of plants you want, really. And I put this in front of her ear because I thought it was cute, kind of like a hair bow. And last but not least, to make the last succulent that I made, I took some gray clay, because my grandma had these kinds of succulents when I was younger, and they're so pretty. And rolled out really, really tiny balls. You can see I made these ones smaller to kind of attribute for, you know, the space inside the little pot, which I made the little pot again. Then I took all these little balls, and this time, instead of rolling them in the teardrops, I rolled them flat, so they'd look like petals instead of like teardrop petals. I'm bad with descriptions. And again, I just layered them in there. It looks awful in this picture, but it actually looks cute on the bunny. And then once I stuck it on the bunny, I just stuck my pointed tool into the center to kind of give it like an in-depth type of look to it. It was so pretty. And as you can see, here's what we have thus far. Next, I took the red color again. You can take whatever color you like. Reddish, purple, maroonish. And I used my fingers to press them together to make a triangle shape to make it into her little nose. And I just went on ahead and stuck that on her face. Then I took micro powders and brushed all over the body and on the petals to make them shimmery, just like the pictures I use. Reference pictures, people. Reference pictures are always your friend. And as you can see, there's orange on the ears, blues on the cheek, orange on the arms. Go crazy with it. Then I just put it in the pan and baked it for 15 minutes at 350 degrees, but I have a gas oven. If you have electric, it'll be a lot shorter. Next, I used a pencil to do a guideline to make sure the eyes wouldn't be crooked. Then I just took acrylic beads to glue on the eyes because painting, I'm lazy. I'm sorry. Then I just went on ahead and glued on the eyes, and here she is. Isn't she so cute? But to make her a little more extra, because I'm extra like that, I went on ahead and glazed her too. Remember polyurethane floor varnish. That's my glaze of choice. And here, we're done. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Stay tuned for more.